Hey guys, it's me, Matt Gaming here. Welcome back to a brand new video. It has been a long time.
I'm back!
And one of the reasons for that has been what I'm gonna be talking about in this video, which is obviously FIFA, because my channel is heavily based upon that game and I hardly played FIFA 18. And with FIFA 19 approaching, it's ever so close. We've only got a couple of months to go now. Trailers have come out, we've got new features, and so that's exactly the points I want to touch upon today and discuss the position of FIFA right now at this moment and how we can solve this, because I remember the days where I would just jump on FIFA, I would grind it, I don't feel that anymore. And I believe this FIFA was the FIFA I've played the least in my whole entire life. I've been playing this franchise since FIFA 07, which is over a decade. That's crazy actually. Like look, I have a whole collection. This is FIFA 07, right, which I was on PlayStation 2. All the ones prior to this, I only have for collection purposes. And all of these I've played every single year. Let's just go through a couple, right? Just the ones I have to say really 2 words and then we'll carry on with the video. And the first one obviously being FIFA 07, as I said, the OG FIFA for me basically. Another one that I remember really well was FIFA 11 because this is how it blew up on YouTube, right?
As soon as the black man is away from the grasp of the white man, the referee stops play and goes, oh no, we can't be having any of that now, can we?
The franchise I think blew up on the next generation. Well, next generation compared to PS2. And then we move on to the newer generation. FIFA 15 was the one I put the most time into. I think it's the only FIFA I was actually really good. I could easily win Division 1 on this. And then this is where it all starts to go downhill. I don't know what was up with this game. I can't exactly remember everything. This one had issues. This was when I was like, no, this wasn't for me. Then FIFA 17, I did enjoy more than FIFA 16. Absolutely, I put a lot of time into this as well. Ultimate Team, probably the one I've played the most. And then to tip it off, we have FIFA 18, which is kind of like FIFA 16 for me, the 2 worst FIFAs ever. So put aside a couple of brief things I wanted to say about my history of FIFA so you know a bit of knowledge as well. I could make a whole video on that, but this is not the time and place right now. So we're gonna go through the problems that the FIFAs have had in recent years and offer some solutions that I think are the ones that we need to apply if we want to actually solve the problems, because it has to come from the people, it has to come from the fans, otherwise it's just not gonna work. It's like a bit in politics, right? And until there's like a revolution, like I don't know, in France in 1789, then there aren't major changes, right? That's obviously an exaggeration as a comparison to a video game.
Hell no, to the no.
Let's start, as I said, with the problems, which I think are the most relevant. Obviously, if you have any other suggestions or agree or disagree, let me know in the comments down below, because it's obviously good for a good discussion. Let's start off with gameplay. So it's changed a lot. It's become less arcadian, and FIFA 18 I found to be really inconsistent. As much time and tutorials, and it's never happened to me before, I found it really hard to defend, and I found it not rewarding because you weren't in control of what you were doing. So we have a major problem there in general gameplay, which is very slow. The passing is often not very accurate, and it's just kind of sluggish. You feel like when you're attacking, you have to like drag your team slowly up, and I don't know, it feels very heavy, at least that's for me. And you have a massive issue with, you know, this game, which is probably even bigger than the gameplay, is the actual game mode. In FIFA 17, the journey was introduced, right? This new game mode, this revolutionary game mode, which was supposed to change things for the good, you know, something that the fans were requesting for a long time, and it's a great idea. But then what EA has done with it, it's not good. The first year, which was FIFA 17 of the journey, I put a few hours in, I tried to go through it, I even made a video on my channel, I couldn't finish it. This year, FIFA 18, I was like, okay, they must have improved it, right? But no, it's pretty much, I don't know, the story, I guess, is probably a little bit better, but I can't say too much. I've probably played like an hour, a couple of hours because I just can't. It feels like a chore to go through because it's so boring doing all the trainings. You're always in the same load screen of the menu, and above all, it just gets really, really repetitive. And you know, the choices you make don't make that much of a difference. And there's stats that show that most people have never completed a journey, or most people have only played it once. It's definitely not a fan's favorite. With the amount and time and effort they've put into this mode, it's just not paid off. And we can't bring out the usual argument about, oh, Ultimate Team makes money, so that's where they're going to invest it. Maybe it has made the money through, you know, managing to sell more copies, managed to get brand deals with Adidas, or maybe with players and more publicity, basically. The game isn't fully released, we've only had betas, but that's good enough usually to understand what we're getting into. Pro clubs, oh my god, how many times, I'm not going to go into because we covered it so many times in this community. I mean, pro clubs have got so much potential, it doesn't even need that much change. I mean, we don't even have tattoos, for example, that's something small, but I mean, what? The kits are very limited, the things to do, and people still play it quite a lot because it's so much fun. And then we have career mode, which I used to play so much in the past FIFAs, especially on the old generation. It just got so boring. What are we gonna have new this year? Right, nothing. The Champions League, that's it. And imagine if they spent all that time from the journey into career mode, all these years. Even older features, and I've seen this from other people on YouTube before making this video because I couldn't remember, but it was nostalgia seeing on FIFA 07 and older FIFAs that you could actually grow your players from making them play on and how they performed on the pitch, not by making them do, you know, specific training for specific players. It's not even realistic. I'm so done. And that's how we go into another part of this, which is the new features. For example, in FIFA 19, right? The new features that they're bringing out in the last year, which is just recycling and rebranding of old features that were good and were in old FIFAs that were just taken out of the game. And if you think about, let's take Fortnite, right? Because that's the game that has exploded this year, that's everybody's playing, everybody's streaming. It's been a kind of a revolution. Lots of companies need to learn from what Fortnite has done. A lot of its success is due to being constantly in beta, which means they can constantly put new updates out without going through lots of other procedures, which I won't get into. You could just implement a few things where people would spend money without, you know, ruining the game. And once we've covered this, all the criticism we give FIFA, we still buy the game every year. I am living proof of that. And why is that? Obviously for content creators, they depend on that, which is obviously fundamental. And then for people that generally play it, it's not because they're generally just interested in FIFA itself, it's because football is the biggest sport on this bloody planet. I mean, PES is out there. Who buys PES? I mean, it's a decent game, and I wish they could step up their game and give, you know, EA a better run and, you know, a better challenge to compete with. So unless you're super crazy about FIFA and you still spend so much time into it, I mean, now this is the competitive side of it. But if you're not a content creator, I would advise not to buy FIFA straight away. Not as soon as it comes out, maybe for Christmas, or even second-hand. That would be the perfect deal, because it would mean you're giving less money to EA, or you're not giving money to EA at all. I don't know if I'm gonna be personally able to do that, but I definitely feel less excited. I haven't made any videos about the new trailers, about the new features. That's how bad it's been. Like every year a new trailer would come out, I'd rush to go and make a video about it, talk about it, give my opinion, blah blah blah. This year I just haven't done it. The other option is obviously not spending money on Ultimate Team. This is going to be very hard. I don't really even understand where they get all this money from. Most people that play the game, I imagine, are just quite young people. They're not earning money, so I don't really know. And even if you're at the, like, I'm 18, I'm gonna be 19 this year, I'm going into uni. Once you spend the money to buy the game, you want to spend more money in the game. And last but definitely not least is to make our voices heard. And the first 2 points I've just talked about, not buying the game, for example, is getting our message, you know, through, because it definitely does send a message to EA, but even other messages in the sense, you know, through social media. And I know lots of people are giving their opinion out there, like this video itself. You know, you make a video of what you think. These are my ideas. You should put in the comments down below, as I said earlier, everything you agree, disagree with, and new ideas which I didn't think about. Just get it out there, because the more we talk about it, the more we get it out there, the better chance we have of things changing. Until a large amount of people advocating and putting effort, nothing's gonna change. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed. It's been a long time. I don't know if I'm gonna make any videos soon. I mean, I really felt like making this one. When it comes down to making a video like this and feeling like you have to make a video like this, it means there is a problem. And I know FIFA isn't a matter of life or death. I mean, there's more important things in life, I guess. But yeah, that's all from me. It's been your boy, Matt11 Gaming, and I'll catch you guys next time. I'm out. Bye!